I mean, we played some teams that, they're veterans and they have that connection. They know exactly what they're doing. Our communication on that end definitely just has to increase, especially when we're playing teams that know each other like the back of their hands and they're making the backdoor cuts and their posts. Like tonight, they both can pop and shoot the three, and so definitely just amping up our communication on that end, and probably stop fouling. I know Coach probably gonna say something about that, but just keeping people in front of us.
Okay, Lou, being new here, what do you feel like this team is still working through from a chemistry perspective with a bunch of new players and a newer head coach?
I think there's quite a bit that we need to learn about each other, about ourselves, but if we can dig deep and play as hard as we can, play as tough as we can for 40 minutes, we can probably make up for some of that, but we have lapses where things just escalate and you could see us kind of dip. So it really comes down to just playing with a lot more energy, playing harder, communicating louder, like little things that we shouldn't be saying in this press conference right now, but that's really the stuff we need to take care of next game.
James, go ahead.
Aliyah, to that point, what do you think shifted in the third quarter that you all kind of get back into it?
I mean, our energy, the crowd was great. They were just into it, and so I think we just have to be able to feed off that, but from ourselves, and not necessarily need the crowd for it. But I mean, we got stops, possession after possession, that we're able to convert on the offensive end, and we played hard. So we're just gonna have to do that more consistently, especially through 4 quarters.
Chloe, go ahead.
Yeah, Katie, Lou, you went down in the third quarter with what looked like something with your knee. You came back, but is there anything going on there?
I'm good. I just really banged these really hard, so it's just stiff. So sticker.
Simon, gentlemen.
Aliyah, when it comes to the offense, it just feels like there's not a lot of rhythm out there. What are you feeling and sensing while you're out on the court that is leading to some of the offensive struggles?
Yeah, we get into our sets, and sometimes we do get a little stagnant. I mean, that's just going to come with continuing game by game, practice by practice, being able to make reads off each other, making sure that we're cutting, just being able to have more spacing, because when we had spacing, I mean, it was obvious like we were able to get to the basket, we were able to create our own shot. So just making sure that we're able to do that, just get more of a rhythm quicker.
Go Mike in the front row, then we'll go Alexa in the second row.
Yeah, Aliyah, a little bit of scuffle there with John Quell. It looked like as a post player, you're just trying to kind of, hold your ground, so to speak. Can you talk about that, especially, going against a team like this that has such other veteran experienced post players and what you're trying to establish out there?
Yeah, New York is talented, and just how you said, they have established post players, veteran post players, and so for me, just trying to hold my own, making sure that I'm just making it hard on them, because when the ball's on the other side, they try to make it hard on me, and so just being ready possession by possession, because especially for me guarding Jonquil, I mean, she can pop and shoot the three, or she can post up. She's a big body down there, and so just being ready per possession.
Alexa, then we'll go Brad on the left.
Katie Lou, a lot of early momentum came from you. How did you kind of just channel that early on and hopefully try to have everyone else kind of follow on and catch that fire?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to be someone who's consistent every game. I'm trying to hit the shots that I get and be someone who can be reliant and dependable, but I think I could have contributed a lot more other things in terms of rebounding and helping. But like I said, I'm just trying to be consistent, and when I get those shots, I want my teammates to trust that I'm knocking down.
Brad, go ahead.
Aliyah, you all are playing every other day here for kind of these next 10 days. How do you kind of avoid swimming upstream and try to get your feet under you, but the schedule not doing you any favors?
Yeah, I mean, you just have to do what you have to do to recover, and take the time when you get it. Just how you said, like, we don't really have that many days of a break in between games, and so we just have to be ready and recover.
We'll go Scott, then we'll go Matt in the back right.
Katie Lou, here's offensively. What more changes do you feel like you need to see in terms of spacing and getting into the offense, kind of like Aliyah was alluding to?
Yeah, moving, executing. I think it's things that we go away from when things kind of get a little bad, and then it seems like we, as a unit, kind of like freak out and stand still. Whereas I think if we just continue to move and try to cut more, that can really help. I think we left, Aliyah and Melissa on an island sometimes when they're posting up. We need, as guards, we need to get movement and cut to the basket and maybe open some things up.
Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Aliyah. Caitlin was saying that what you guys had practiced for Connecticut didn't really translate. Just what are you guys going to do over the last 36 hours to prepare for New York, and where do you went south?
I mean, throughout the game, I mean, you look at it, we prepared for them, we watched film, we practiced for them, and when you look at the end of the third quarter, like, we were back within 10. And so I wouldn't say that it went south like the entire game because we fought back, and that's something that we've just been working on, just making sure that we don't put ourselves out, but it's that fourth quarter that we just have to, as a unit, just how Lou said, just dig deep and find what we need. But the good thing about our schedule is that we see them in 48 hours, and we just have to be ready for that because obviously they're going to come and compete, and so we just have to be ready.
Go back left to Andrew there.
Yeah, Aliyah, Katie Lou, whoever. Caitlin, obviously 9 points tonight, still adapting to this game. What's your message to her just now, a couple games in, just how she's doing and how do you keep her spirits up? Because obviously the competition level, WNBA, is a little bit different than college.
Lou, you want to take that one?
Yeah. Yeah, I think just continuing to let her, like, people are playing her hard, people are playing her aggressively. We can do a better job of trying to help her get some space and help her get some freedom. But, you know, we trust her, we want to keep figuring out how to work with her in the best way. And like I said, I think we can continue to help her get some space because teams are really, really, really hounding her full court, 94 feet. So we got to do some stuff as a unit to just flow better with that.
We got one more back row middle.
Yeah, either one of you. How would you kind of describe the home environment tonight and the crowd to start the season?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. You heard them every step of the way. The energy was great. You heard them cheering. That's what we need. I mean, the fever is definitely on the rise, and we're just continuing to put in the work, and so it's great home court advantage.
And I would say we will give the crowd more energy than we gave tonight overall. I think we can give them as much as they're giving to us. So that's something that will never happen again. We will be giving as much energy as the crowd.